Welcome back, Mike here, and welcome to another Red's How-To Mod series, and today we're working on BiblioCraft. So, let's get into it. BiblioCraft is kind of a fun little furniture mod and tool set that allows you to expand your home or wherever, your dormitory, or domicile I should say, and make it look much better. So we're going to first start off with a typewriter. What a typewriter does is if you insert 8 pieces of paper, and then you click on it, it'll start typing up a random crafted book after some time. So the recipe for that is simple: 2 iron ingots, a piece of paper, an ink sac underneath, and 2 iron blocks, and then whatever color you want it to be, which will be in stained clay. So we'll let that work out, and we'll come back and see what the book is. Oh, well, why don't we just sit here and punch it up a little bit. There we go. The Night Dawn. So you'll actually have a book to read. And it gives you random books. So I'll just throw it away. Remember, 8 pieces of paper, and if you want to get the paper out, you just shift click, or use your shift button, and then click it out. Okay, next thing up is the oak clock, or clock. The recipe for that is oak wood slabs, or any type of wood slab, the clock on top, a stick in the middle, and gold ingots at the bottom. It could be any type of standard Minecraft wood, but it can also be other woods entered in with, such as Natura or too many biomes or overpopulated biomes. The big biomes mods with a plugin. You can get the same plugin from the BiblioCraft site, and with the crafting recipe, you make one of these little oak clocks that you can set on your desk, or if you use a hand drill or a electric drill, and you have 2 of them together and you shift click them, you can make a grandfather clock. So we'll show that at the end. That's a little neat little thing, and it shows you the time of day, and you can also with the drill change the GUI settings. Next up is the oak painting frame, and the recipe for that is, again, oak slabs or whatever wood you use, and if you have plugins, whatever plugins wood are, and a oak printing frame. And that's another recipe that's down further on down the line. What this does is allows you to take and expand paintings, because this mod also adds new paintings as well, which we'll get into with the painting press. So you can make bigger paintings and whatnot, and you can make them look real nice and fancy. Next item on the list is a painting press, and it coincides with that. And the recipe for that is 5 iron ingots, or a helmet shape of iron ingots, a painting in the middle, and 3 iron blocks. Bit expensive, but what you can do is that once you have a, let's see here, we'll just grab one of these out of, oh, there's one right here, painting canvas. We'll grab a, okay, I won't grab a painting canvas. We'll grab a painting canvas, should be right there. And what you do with a painting canvas is you put it in there, and you can choose from the BiblioCraft paintings, vanilla paintings, and I believe you can also make your own custom paintings as well, probably with texture packs and whatnot. And what you do is select one. I'll select this one and transfer it. And the painting canvas should show up down here, and you can close out of that, and you can place your painting in a painting frame, like so. Okay. Next item on the list is a sword pedestal. This recipe is stone slabs and a wool in the middle to make it whatever color. You change the wool to change the color. And what this is kind of cool is it gives off a redstone signal when you use it. So you put your sword in there, tells you what the sword is, diamond sword, and it'll give off a redstone signal, I believe, when you pull it out. Cool. Next item up is the oak fancy frame, or fancy sign, and the recipe for that is a wood label, which will be a recipe down the line, a sign, and a piece of paper. And I believe it's just like a normal old sign, just more better looking. Next item up here is oak fancy workbench, and it's just a fancier looking workbench, but it also can do other things as well as use a crafting recipe book that is also in here, along with also holding other books. So that's where you would put your crafting books in. Give me a second. And the recipe simple is an ink sac, crafting table, a feather, an oak bookcase or whatever probably bookcase you're using colored wise, and the wood slabs also, again, interchangeable with whatever Minecraft wood or whatever wood you decide to use. Next up on the list is a bell. Desk bell. It's a button, an iron ingot, and redstone. And all it is, you put it on a desk if you want to make like a hotel. I want to check in. That's all it does. Next up on the list is the oak bookcase. Kind of added an extra piece of wood there. And simple recipe is 6 planks on the side and slabs down the middle. Again, interchangeable with any wood. And you can fill it up with books. Say I want to put an enchanted book in there. You can put an enchanted book in there. Wow. Protection 4. Next up is a potion stand. For potion shelf, you can put potions in it, and it's slabs on top, 2 planks in sandwiching a glass bottle, and planks on the bottom. And obviously, as it says, you can put potions into it as well and have them on display in your brewery. And you can put, I think, other things in there too. Let's see, I'll put some redstone in there. No, it's only for potions. That'd be in this shelf over here. Sorry. Next shelf up is an oak shelf. It's just whatever wood slabs on top, pieces of plank in the middle, and whatever slabs of wood on the bottom. And this is where you can put in redstone. And so if you had this here and you put this right next to it, you can just interchange. Next up is your tool rack, and this is where you'd be able to put both. Before they came out with the sword pedestal, in older versions, this is where you would stick your tools, which would be your swords and your swords and your shovels. And the recipe for that is, again, whatever wood you decide to do, slab and an iron ingot in the middle. Next item up is a display case. Let's see, I think it's shift clicked open. You can open it up. Again, it's a piece of glass, whatever wood you use, and wool, and it's specific colored wool. I think it goes, it used to be only a specific few amount of colors, but I think it's just, yeah, it's just white now. It used to have like red, black, and background colors. And you just stick your item in there, like you want to display something, whatever you want to display. Just click on that, and then you got it displayed. Display box, kind of cool. A fancier version of item frame. Next item up is the oak wood label. Again, whatever wood you decide to use, slabs, and a 6x6, and you can make a label. The cool thing about this is if you can take a wood shovel, a gold shovel, and a diamond shovel. Okay. You put this on a chest, which you can do, and you can click. You used to be able to click tools into that. Okay, I guess you can't click tools into it. You can click items into it. So let's go with brick, leather, and flint. So we're going to put in bricks, leather, and flint. You used to be able to do that. Why isn't it working? I'm probably not hitting. There we go. Wasn't hitting the hitbox on it. And you just do that, and you can show what's in the box. So you got leather, bricks, and flint in one chest. Next item up is an oak desk. An oak desk is a simple recipe, or whatever color. Again, whatever wood you decide to use. Feathers, a torch, whatever slabs, and whatever planks. And let's see if there's anything cool about the oak desk. Yes, I'm kind of pulling it off the wiki right now. Here we go. Can be made of any 6 different blocks. You can put things on a desk. It accepts books, and an open book, and some closed books. You can put either a book of quill or sign book, and then there's a GUI, and different things like that. So really, I'm just going to show you the recipes, guys. If you want to, download the mod and test it out and take a look at yourself, then that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to look up everything, single thing, and then just tell you to do it because it takes time. So, anyways, oak wood table. The cool thing about the tables are you can, if you got a table, this will come over here, and you want a dining table, there you go. You can expand it out and make yourself a nice dining table. Because there are chairs in this mod, so we'll cover that too. Next up is the armor stand. Obviously, kind of like the normal vanilla armor stand, but different recipe. Is 2 iron ingots and stone slabs. And again, you just put the armor on there, and it holds your armor. Next up is a typesetting table. And the cool thing about the typesetting table is this is where you'll be able to make typesets for the printing press down there, and you can make enchanted books. Kind of a 1v1 enchanted book. You use one book, you get 2 books back, or a book back, and you use it to copy it. You put a book here, and then a plate here, and then it makes a magical plate over here, and then you bring it down to your. Oops, I didn't show the recipe. And it's 2 iron ingots, a printing press case frame, and wood slabs and redstone. And I believe I show you how to make the case frame. And yeah, I think I do. Down further. If I don't, I'll show you again. And you come down here and you place it in here, and you put some ink, and you put a book down there, and it works this magic, and it makes a book for you, a printed book or signed book or whatever. I believe you can use signed books as well. So that means if you decide to use the typewriter over there and be a little someone like Stephen King, you can mass produce books and give them to all your friends on a multiplayer server or whatnot. And our recipe is 2 iron ingots, a blaze rod, a weighted pressure plate, an iron pressure plate, 2 oak slabs, and a block of iron. 3 blocks of iron. Make 1 printing press. And you kind of have to finagle the, like I said, the hit boxes to put in the ink and whatnot. Next up is we have a cookie jar, and we have an iron ingot, glass panes, a cookie, and redstone. The concept of the cookie jar is you put cookies in here, or any item really, and you attach a redstone signal to it, and say someone's on your server, or one of your friends stealing your items. You put diamonds or cookies or whatever in there, and you attach it up to a piston or a trap, and they're caught. And you catch them with that. Next item up is a dinner plate. Its simple recipe is 3 quart slabs, gives you 2 dinner plates. And what does a dinner plate do? Well, obviously you have a table. What you can do is you can put food on your dinner plate, and you can shift click, take it out. So I could put some fish, maybe a baked potato, and for dessert, a golden apple. So we'll go like that, and there you go. You got a full plate of food. Next item up is the disc rack. You could also put the plates in there, and it's 3 sticks and planks, and you can put, this is where you'd hold your, next to your jukebox, your music. And like I said, your records. Next up is an oak map frame, and it's, again, whatever piece of wood in the middle, and sticks going around it. And this is just kind of like how the, let's see, where's the map? Here's a map. So make a map, bam, and then bam, and it'll load up, and it shows you the map. Eventually it'll load up. Take some time and, let the map load up. Next up is we have a stool, oak seat. Again, it'll be whatever wood you use, a piece of wool on top, whatever wool, and then 3 pieces of sticks down the bottom. And a little caveat here. Let's see, where is the carpeting in? Yeah, carpeting's here. Yeah, there we got some carpeting. Let's get another piece of carpeting, because I'm going to need 2 pieces of carpeting. You can, oops, thought you could, there you go. You can also stain the thing with a piece of carpeting. And also with the table, you can also put a tablecloth on your table by right-clicking it with the carpeting. I forgot to mention that, but we'll go back. Continue on. Next item up is the atlas. The atlas recipe is 3 pieces of paper, a drafting compass, which I'll show later, a slotted book, which is also another recipe I'll show later, and an empty map, which will make you 1 atlas. Now, there's 2 different types of atlas. There's an atlas, and then there's an enchanted atlas with eternal compass. So the way there's 2 recipes for this. The first recipe is this way: 4 ender pearl corners, whatever enchanted book, top and bottom, an atlas in the middle, and 2 waypoint compasses, which I'll also show the recipe for later. And the other way, it's just you swap the compasses with the atlas. And what happens is the eternal compass is when you have an atlas out, and you're looking around, and it's like a map, and you die somewhere. Put it back up there. You die, you'll get an eternal compass, which will show you where your death spot is. Next item up is the oak painting frame, and again, use whatever piece of wood and sticks, and gives you an oak painting frame. Next item up is a slotted book. It's a book and quill, and an oak wood label, which gives you a slotted book, which is used for this, and that's it. Next up is a tape measure reel. It's string and dandelion yellow, and to make a tape measure, using a tape measure reel and iron ingots. And the cool thing about the tape measure is, if you ever wanted to know the length of something, you can click down on it, right click on it, and then you go out, and it'll tell you how far you need to go. Okay, this has been part 1 of BiblioCraft. We will continue on with part 2 and continue on with our demonstration of BiblioCraft. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye!